The world's richest countries weren't always rich. Every one of them started from somewhere. Some from ruins, some from poverty, some from nothing at all. So, what changed? What turned nations of farmers into industrial powerhouses and struggling colonies into global leaders? Today, we are going to uncover the blueprint of what makes a nation rich and explore how Africa can be the next to rise. Sometimes, what people call wealth can be full of illusion because a country can be rich in resources and be poor in reality. Think about nations blessed with oil, gold, or diamonds, yet their citizens struggle to find clean water, good jobs, and safe hospitals. This is called the resource trap. Real wealth is not just what's on the ground, it is what is built above the ground. So let's look at six key metrics of a rich nation. How do we measure a nation that is wealthy? We are going to be looking at the six metrics now, and the first is GDP, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product per capita is the most quoted measure of wealth. It tells us the value of goods and services a country produces divided by its population. High income countries usually sit above $25,000 per person. But here is the secret: GDP per capita cannot give the full details of the nature of wealth of a country. This is because it is just an average. A billionaire, for instance, and a gateman with low income put together can give you a misleading average. You see that? Okay, so that's why we look at how the wealth is really shared. So the number two metric we are going to be considering today is the Human Development Index. Beyond money, the United Nations developed something smarter called the Human Development Index. It measures three things: life expectancy, education, and income. A high HDI, which is above 0.80, means the nation is not just wealthy on paper, but people are living longer, learning more, and earning enough to live well. This is where health systems, schools, and job training become the backbone of real progress. The number three metric we are considering today is infrastructure. Infrastructure is the vein of an economy. Imagine a human body without veins to carry blood. That is an economy without infrastructure. Quality infrastructure includes electricity that is always on, roads that connect farms to markets, internet that reaches the villages, trains, ports, airports, etc. These are the quiet giants of national wealth. No developed country exists without this invisible network. Number four, innovation and industry. Every rich nation you know today makes things or invents things. Germany makes cars, South Korea makes electronics, Switzerland makes precision instruments. They export value-added products, not just raw materials. Now, see this: innovation isn't just about technology, it is taking local talent, ideas, and resources and turning them into something the world wants to buy. Number five, stability and trust. Money runs away from chaos. Political stability, rule of law, and low corruption are magnets for investment. When investors trust that rules won't change overnight, when citizens know that their rights are protected, the economy breathes freely. Without stability, even the richest minds can't keep a country wealthy for long. Number six, the Gini coefficient. The Gini coefficient is a number that measures income inequality within a population. It ranges from 0 to 1, or sometimes shown as 0 to 100, which is expressed in percentage. 0 means perfect equality, which means everyone has exactly the same income. 1 means perfect inequality, which means one person has all the income and everyone else has nothing. The lower the numbers of a Gini coefficient implies that society is fairer. Okay, so for example, if country A has a Gini coefficient of 0.25, it means income is quite evenly distributed and a strong middle class exists. But when a country has a Gini coefficient of 0.60 or more, it means wealth is heavily concentrated among a few, and most people earn far less. Now, see this. Many developed nations aim for a Gini coefficient scores in the range of 0.25 to 0.35, while many unequal economies exceed 0.50. A true rich country has a strong middle class. When wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few people, progress stalls. But when opportunity is widespread, innovation explodes from every corner of society. You see, wealth is not a mystery. It is a system that any country can build step by step, year by year. Africa's future is not determined by history. It is determined by decisions. Decisions to invest in people, decisions to innovate, decisions to connect every corner of our nations with the roads, wires, and laws that create opportunity. Because a rich country is simply a place where every citizen has the chance to live, learn, and dream without limits. In conclusion, the world's richest countries weren't always rich, but they made choices and they built step by step, decade by decade. Africa's moment is now.